What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including an update on Brock's rumored return. Booker T said he had a run-in with CM Punk. Undertaker comeback denied. Did Mercedes actually deliver for Dynamite's ratings? Spoiler, not much. Paul Wight wrestling again? A wrestling insider exposed, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia Shorts, one being uploaded just now. And now let's see the intro and get straight into our first story. Our first story looks at more details emerge on Brock Lesnar's rumored return. Now, is there actually any truth to the recent rumors that WWE is considering bringing Brock Lesnar back? Initial rumors suggested that WWE was thinking about bringing Brock back, something which surprised fans given how quickly Lesnar disappeared after details of Janelle Grant's lawsuit against the WWE surfaced. Now, whilst it's important to understand that Lesnar isn't the one being sued, it's believed he was indirectly mentioned in the lawsuit and portrayed negatively, at least according to the allegations, which remain unverified, to the point where WWE wanted to distance themselves from him. But now Dave Meltzer is reporting in this week's Observer that there was something behind the scenes this week that was done, the details of which were told to us off the record, that indicated a less hard line about Lesnar, whose plans, which include an IC title match with Gunther at WrestleMania after a Royal Rumble return, were dropped when the lawsuit went public. However, one company source said that there was no movement at all right now to bring Lesnar back as a performer. Yeah, these are the same guys who said there was a movement only just 2 days ago, but that did come from Brian Alvarez and not Dave Meltzer. Lesnar's continued presence at WWE.com's roster page suggests they're taking a wait-and-see attitude about his future in the company. Given the publicity surrounding the case, it makes zero sense to bring Lesnar back at the WWE's biggest show of the year, particularly with the added publicity from The Rock's involvement. If they were to really bring him back, the perfect opportunity would be at SummerSlam. Next up, Cody Rhodes playing Rocky Balboa. Well, not exactly in a remake, however the WWE may be looking to capitalize on WrestleMania taking place in Rocky's hometown by painting Cody as a similar underdog hero. Meltzer revealed in the latest Observer that there's a script for a Reigns vs. Rhodes promotional video to build up WrestleMania, which tied Rhodes into Philadelphia, with the concept being here in Philadelphia, we know that the American Dream, and we know the American Nightmare. We know good times and hard times, and that being an underdog isn't something to be feared, it's something to be embraced. One person got a script for a voiceover and noted that Rhodes in the script is going to be pushed as a Philadelphia-style Rocky underdog. There were rumors that WWE were trying to get Sylvester Stallone to make some sort of appearance at WrestleMania, but things fell through. However, if the WWE is going with this type of promo, don't be surprised if Stallone does the cold open for the PLE, much as the WWE has been using celebrities in PLE introductory videos. Fans recently saw Hulk Hogan do the video intro for the Royal Rumble. Next up, Booker T had a run-in with CM Punk. Did Booker T have a confrontation with CM Punk at NXT? Well, according to Fightful Select, CM Punk was backstage at this week's show but kept a much lower profile than previous visits. Many within NXT were not aware of his presence until photos began making the rounds. Apparently, Punk's low profile didn't escape Booker T, as a two-time Hall of Famer claimed on his Hall of Fame podcast almost had a little run-in with CM Punk. The internet might want to pick that up. Me and CM Punk almost got into it at NXT this week. However, Fightful.com's Jeremy Lambert provided details which may have fans wondering if anything substantial actually happened. As of now, we've not heard anything of the sort actually emanating from the tapings, and one source told Fightful it was Booker being Booker and probably just trying to create a headline, so congrats if so. Like many podcasters, Booker T makes controversial comments from time to time, and some fans think they're made largely to get attention. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, is Sami Zayn upset over fans' reaction to him? Booker T also had some interesting news concerning Sami Zayn, who defeated Chad Gable on Raw to earn a WrestleMania match against IC champion Gunther. According to Booker, I talked to Sami Zayn actually on Tuesday morning. We were flying to Orlando and we were sitting next to each other on the plane. And I swear the same thing like you just said, so many people was pulling for Chad Gable in that match, and I said, man, you know, what a match, man. I said, what a match. You're gonna look back on this one day and say that was the one that catapulted me to the next level. That was one that put me in the light and let people see exactly what I can do. While the gauntlet match was well booked, some fans were disappointed that Chad Gable didn't win it. The storyline of Gable wanting another crack at the title has been developed over the last few weeks, and there were hopes from Gable's supporters he'd win. Like anything in wrestling, fans were quick to voice their opinion, something which apparently surprised him. Sami was so literally upset about the online heat that he got from the fans. He's like, man, I thought the fans loved me, and the next thing you know, I see all this stuff. Booker explained how he told Sami not to listen to the white noise and that he had a phenomenal match. As far as Booker is concerned, Sami vs Gunther is a more compelling story than Chad vs Gunther. Nobody really is going to give Sami Zayn the edge over Gunther, no matter what. So that match right there is going to have so much more of a compelling story. Some fans believe that WWE is still going to get Gable into the match, perhaps by replaying the finish where Chad's shoulders were clearly not down. Next up, Randy Orton WrestleMania 40 match. Well, WrestleMania 40 is just 3 weeks away, and while the WWE has 6 matches already announced, there are 2 nights to fill, which means more matches are on the way. While no other matches have been officially booked, Meltzer is reporting on several likely bouts. Other matches expected are Jimmy Uso vs Jey Uso, Logan Paul vs Randy Orton for the US title, and AJ Styles vs LA Knight. We told weeks ago about all 3 being on the show, and they've continued since then to build those matches. In addition, there will be a 6-pack ladder match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championship, with the WWE currently booking qualifying matches to see which 5 teams will battle Finn Balor and Damian Priest. As for the women's tag titles, Meltzer mused that could end up as a multiple team match since they are pushing a lot of different women's tag teams right now. What do you guys think of the card so far, and what do you guys think of Randy Orton facing Logan Paul, and do you think Kevin Owens will be in the mix somehow? Let us know in the comments down below. Mercedes Mone wanted the same salary as a top WWE star. There guys, are you happy I pronounced the name right? That's good news for Mercedes Mone and possibly other women wrestlers, as it's believed that Mercedes is now the highest paid woman in professional wrestling. A new report from Dave Meltzer details Mercedes' negotiation with WWE and AEW. Venado had negotiated with WWE in late 2022 and again in late 2023, and both times from the WWE side, she was wanting more money than they were offering, with reports she was seeking Becky Lynch level money. While it's not clear what Khan's offer was, those with knowledge of the offer said it was very substantial, obviously higher than WWE, but considerably lower than the $5 million per year figure going around. Whatever the exact amount, it seems like Mercedes negotiated a big payday, and one that will not only benefit her but other women. One WWE Women's star noted to us that they were hearing that the number was enough to make her the highest paid woman in professional wrestling, and that they were thrilled at AEW for making the offer and happy for her to have accepted it, because in the long run it means a better market for the top women wrestlers, noting, "I think it sets a standard that women should be paid too." Fans and journalists are eager to see how Mercedes will affect AEW's ratings, which does bring us to our next story, as did she deliver? Now the ratings are in for her debut on Dynamite, so did she actually help Dynamite's ratings? Wrestling Inc.'s Raj Giri tweeted on the ratings saying AEW Dynamite ended up with 801,000 viewers, up 3% from last week, with a 0.27 18-49 rating, which was even. Year over year, the show was down 6% in total viewers, while the 18-49 rating was even. He also commented on the rating saying, obviously it's a big disappointment for such a loaded show that featured Mercedes' AEW debut, Okada's first Dynamite match since signing with AEW, and Samoa Joe defended the AEW title against Wardlow, but Mercedes wasn't ever advertised, so it's possible next week we'll see a bump. Now it is worth pointing out that a segment brought in 1 million viewers, a reported 70,000 more than last week's opening segment, and that the ratings declined from there. The main event, Rio vs Willow Nightingale, brought in 627,000 viewers, which doesn't seem good for your main event. Next up, Undertaker comeback denied. Now it's hard to walk away from the ring, something The Undertaker is dealing with, as the WWE icon recently spoke with fans on a Patreon Q&A, revealing he still feels a void from when he used to perform. Nonetheless, the Phenom made it clear, no, there's not one more match. It was just like, I just got back from Australia, I was tired and I knew I had a lot of stuff coming up, and that was just me feeling comfortable saying it. Don't expect it, there's not one more match, don't even start. Taker also mentioned that he said to his wife that he was going to make an in-ring comeback. It's still tough for me, I'm still coming to grips with it, and I may or may not have said to my wife recently that I was going to make a comeback. Fortunately, I think I've talked myself out of that. Personally, I think it's good that Taker has talked himself out of a comeback, as it's just not needed. He also joked that he would have come out for one more match with Sting if he didn't retire. Next up, a Wrestling Insider exposed. Has Wrestling Insider Boozer Wrestling's identity been exposed? Boozer, aka Better Wrestling Experience, has been providing scoops for fans for some time now, but now some believe they know who he or she is. This X account tweeted who Boozer really is. Let's call his real Twitter account as X for now. Boozer once stated he's a Liverpool FC fan, same as our X guy. Boozer speaks Arabic, same as our X guy. His CM Punk return stuff was 100% right, confirmed. So it seems that Boozer was actually an Arabic commentator. There were also rumors going around that it was Jason Jordan, but that doesn't seem to be right. It seems that right after the post, Boozer has since deleted his Twitter account. So it seems that somebody really did expose him. Next up is WWE changing the pre-show format. A good fan see a change in the format to WWE's PLA pre-shows. PW Insider reported they want to have more of a live, high-energy, free-flowing discussion about the big shows that are taking place later that day and some of the big matches. They're working on some format changes. Considering how meaningless the pre-shows often seem, it shouldn't take much effort to improve them. But adding an enticing match to each pre-show would definitely be a good start. And finally, is Paul Wight wrestling again? Last but not least, Paul Wight is letting the wrestling world know to get ready for his return to the ring. He posted a quick video on Instagram of him taking out the trash literally and letting fans know he'll be back soon. Just when remains to be seen. But there you have it folks, the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.